Hello, manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. And this live, I'm just going to be going through some questions that I get in my comments. And any of you guys that hop on live are also able to ask me some questions if you would like, and just answering those for you guys, okay? So I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. I teach manifestation. I teach law of assumption. I teach you how to get what you want. I teach you what is in your way. Hi, Yara. Um, so if you are interested in that, then subscribe, comment on the video, share the video with anyone that you think will help. Hi, Mommy Love. Um, and yeah, you guys, I have coaching. I have one-on-one coaching available. Hi, Vanessa. I have email coaching available, and I have just decided to do a 1 month group coaching like intensive for specific person manifestation. That's going to be in July, you guys. I know we're like halfway through the month, a little bit more. So there's not a lot of time to sign up, but just email me, you guys, if you would like to be a part of that, and I'll get details and everything over to you, okay? Hi, Year Bride. You guys, as you're hopping on, if anybody would like to be a moderator, let me know and I'll go ahead and make you the moderator. But yeah, let's get started. I have a question that, hey, your bride, email me, you guys, at mastermanifestors333@gmail.com. Um, the email is in the description, okay? So, okay. Yara, I see you have a question. I don't know why your message is retracted, you guys. I don't know why it does that sometimes. But I'm gonna like unretract it. Or you can type it again. But I'm gonna answer this one question. Um, and it says, can you do a video of having a lot of affirmations? My mind keeps thinking of new ones, both SP and self-concept affirmations. And it's hard for me to pick a few because I always want to affirm so many affirmations at once. With my SP and self-concept, I feel overwhelmed. Okay, so this is a great question because I definitely feel myself go through that sometimes as well, where I have like too many affirmations. And what I want to say is that usually when you have lots of affirmations, if you can like kind of hone down, like most of your affirmations are trying to, hi Kylizzle, most of your affirmations can be honed down into a few I am statements, okay? So there is usually a feeling, that's what I'm trying to say, a feeling beneath all of these affirmations. So let's say your affirmation is like, I'm always treated like a princess, SP always dotes on me, I always get everything that I want, whatever, like SP treats me, like a queen, everybody in my reality bows down to me, da 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 da. All of this has to do with the same exact thing, right? All of this has to do with you feeling like getting princess treatment or being spoiled, right? So you could say something like, instead of all of those affirmations, I'm always perfectly spoiled by everyone in my reality, or my SP perfectly spoils me, or, coming into the state of being spoiled, the state of reception, right? Which is the state of being spoiled, the state of receiving, okay? So there's another comment on here that I wanted to answer, but I'm gonna answer Yara's first. Okay. Olivia, what is the best way to revise that 3Ps never existed in our person's life or in our reality? Okay, that's a great question. So, okay, there's many ways that you can do that, right? So let's go through like three. The first one is to just affirm that, they never existed. That's simple and easy. This 3P never existed, right? And that could be your robotic affirmation if you wanted to affirm that, right? Like, and you could rampage, 3P never existed. Like, no, they never met a person like that. Like, no, that person doesn't exist in my reality. It's my world, and I decide who's here, and that person is not here. That person never was here. That person and my SP never got together. Whatever. Like, you just, rampage and affirming what you want, what you're revising, right? Because you can definitely affirm to revise. Another thing that you can do is go back to the moment that you found out that there was a 3P, or like the day you checked their social and there was a 3P, or the day they told you, oh, I'm dating somebody, and re-see that, right? Like if it was something where they told you, then I would do a scene which encompasses us having the conversation, and instead of that, I would see them telling me like, you're the only one for me. Like, instead of them saying, oh, I'm dating so and so, it's like, no, you're the only one for me. Like, I can't date anybody else. Like, just see it in your imagination, right? And what would be a third way? I think those two are pretty much like the best. Like, you can just affirm it, or you can just re-see it and see, like, something else that I like to do with revision, you guys, is see beyond a little bit. Like, see beyond what you revise. So had they told you at that moment that you're the only one for me, I don't want to be with anybody else, how would your life have continued? How would your day have continued? How would certain events, you know, maybe certain events, like, okay, you saw that, and then, you know, a few months later, you saw another post of them together on his birthday, right? But had it been that he said that you were the only one for him and you were the only one they wanted, then you would have been with him on his birthday, right? So seeing it something like that, I'm intending that that makes sense, okay? Hardy McSmarty, hi. Do you feel less like practicing techniques in the end state? Absolutely, because when you're in the end state, you're in the state of having what you want, right? So, and this is the reason why, you know, a lot of techniques are not actually indicative of putting you in your end state. They're kind of putting you in the state of manifesting, right? But being, because like, let's take SP for example, right? I don't affirm, like, I'm not affirming really all day for my SP. I definitely don't watch SP videos. I don't listen to SP subliminals, right? But I do still think about my SP, right? I am still thinking about him all the time. I'm just thinking about him in the way of, I have him. Oh, I'm so glad that we're together. Oh, I can't wait to see him. Oh, if your affirmations are like, or whatever your technique is, whatever it is, like how you feel when you're doing it, if it feels like if you're manifesting money and when you go into your visualization or your scene, it just feels so good. You're just enjoying it. You're not trying to get anything. You're just doing it because you enjoy it, then keep doing it. But if you're like, sometimes when you're in the end state, because you're not fully trusting that you're in the end state, you can step out and say, oh, well, I probably need to do some more affirming. I probably need to do some more techniques. And what you're saying, you're coming from it's done to, it's not really done. Let me try and make it be done, right? So you have to be able to gauge where you are with that, okay? Hi, Maria. Just found your channel. I'm a new subscriber. Hope to learn a lot. I can guarantee that you will, Maria. Welcome. Hi, Winter. Hi, Victor. Okay. I've been triggered by 3D circumstances with SP. I sent him Happy Father's Day text yesterday, and he didn't say thank you, nothing. We are in no contact. I was triggered. Okay. Your bride, I would highly suggest for you to just revise that, okay? Just revise it. Just see him. That's something that's very easy to revise, okay? Just go back into your imagination, see that you sent it to him and that he texted you back, you know, or even tell yourself, no, he did text me back, right? Like, it's up to you. Remember that you have the final say, right? If it's not what you want, then it's not what it is. It is what you want it to be, as long as you're saying that, okay? Let me see if I can find this other question. Okay. This one is another one from my comments. It says, can we manifest extreme change? Like, in this reality, my SP belongs to another caste and community, but in another reality, we belong to the same community, we speak the same language, and we follow the same culture. Okay, yes. So extreme changes, you guys, and big things and taking huge shifts is really understanding that you are the God of your reality. Beyond that, knowing that because you're the God of your reality, that your reality can be whatever you say. Having that understanding is what allows you to like make huge changes, right? So basically, it's almost like a dream, which is so funny because I was going to make the dream video today, but maybe I'll make it tomorrow or something. But when you're in a dream, right? Like, I'll use, for example, like when I dream, my father passed away last year. And so when I see him in my dream, if I'm not lucid in my dream brain logicizes how I'm seeing him, right? It says, okay, you're seeing him, you know he passed away. So my dream brain is going to say something that makes sense, right? So in my head, usually in my dream, it's like, I believe that he passed, but he somehow came back alive. Like, that's how my brain logicizes it, right? And your brain does that because it doesn't want you to wake up, right? If you realize I'm in a dream, really you just become lucid, but it can also, it's like the step before you're waking up, right? So I say that to say that reality is very similar. Reality is not going to really trip you out too much. It's not going to do, like, if you have a very limited belief about reality, then it's not going to show you miraculous things. It's going to have things manifest in a way that makes sense. For instance, like when people are manifesting money, right? And they still have the idea that money is hard to come by. Money is, hard work. Money, you have to sacrifice this and this and that. They may, with their persistence, get the money, but it's not gonna, it's not gonna appear out of thin air. They may find themselves that they get like in an accident, and then they get an insurance claim and there's their money, and it came in a way that made sense to them because they still have a very limited view of money. And still, I have to sacrifice something to get money, right? So it'll come that way. Whereas someone who believes I'm the God of my reality, I can manifest whatever the fuck, I'm abracadabraing my whole reality, can just believe that, yeah, some money is just gonna land in my account and money will just show up. They won't know where it came from, how it came, anything like that. But it's about really being in that consciousness of being able to expect the unexpected, to expect miracles, right? To expect beyond physical reality. Like, you guys, think about this. There's so much more to reality than what we know. Like, think about how much science knows. They don't know very much, right? Science doesn't even know much about why we dream. You know what I mean? And I'm not like discrediting science, but I'm just saying there's a lot more to know about life and to understand than what we know. Think about like if somebody from like the 1800s came and came here and saw us with like all of our iPhones, and we're able to I'm able to talk to you people that are all over the world from this little device. They would be like, what the fuck? Like, this is witchcraft, you know what I mean? And it's not witchcraft, it's just science. And it's not that it's anything new that has been, brought into earth. It's just a deeper understanding that allowed us to rearrange things in a way that is more convenient, more advanced, right? So it's the same thing like with manifestation. That is what keeps me from being too logical of what can happen and what can't happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much that can happen that I don't understand, so being able to be in the energy of wonder, of awe, of miraculous crazy things happen allows for more miraculous crazy things to happen, right? So Victor, the revision thing is kind of tricky for me, not gonna lie. How is it tricky for you, Victor? Have you actually done it, or are you still trying to understand it? Hi, Karina. Hi, Jacarius. Hi, Stars and Lightning. Regarding revision, I did a couple of things that I'm not proud of. Can I revise them? Like I never worked at that place or something? A lot of people witnessed me making mistakes. You absolutely can, okay, you guys? Like, understand, you can do anything, okay? You can do anything, all right? There's nothing that you cannot do. When you really understand that this world is just a dream, it's just a moldable experience, it's a simulation, almost like a video game, like Grand Theft Auto. We're in an open world video game, basically. There's nothing that you can't do, okay? I started doing placebo by drinking the milk and said that it's making me taller. Is that right? That's actually perfect, yes. I'm not quite sure how to say your name and I don't want to fuck it up, but that is a perfect way to use the placebo effect, okay? My new affirmations are, I'm valuable, I'm special, I'm important, I'm more than enough in every way. I love that, Yara, because what you're doing, hi Stacy, is you are addressing your core beliefs, okay? And so your core beliefs are going to now start to express and grow out all kinds of different assumptions, different self-concept, different everything, and different results in every area of your life just from you affirming those simple, core belief affirmations, okay? So that's wonderful, Yara. Let's see. Why are they retracting your messages? I don't even know how to get it back. Could you please elaborate on the who I'm being concept, how to live in being the new identity of ourselves? Hi, Ivy. Okay, so this is a really good question, and this is really like fundamental. Okay, for instance, right? I'll take myself as an example with my SP, right? So when, this was even during me manifesting him and even after I had manifested him back, right? Like if he wasn't texting me, right? When I was coming from my anxious, insecure, I'm not wanted, my old man state. Like if I'm coming from that state, then I'm thinking, okay, my assumptions are coming from that state, from who I'm being, right? I'm being insecure. I'm being the version of me who is unwanted. I'm being the version of me who is not feeling like herself, not feeling confident, right? So my beliefs and my assumption and my thoughts are going to come from that state. So if he's doing something, not texting me, right? Oh, he's not texting me, he's probably with somebody else. Oh, he doesn't like me, he doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, he doesn't love me, this and that, right? And all of that's coming from the who I'm being, right? Now, nowadays, in my confidence state, in my secure state, in the version of me that knows that she's always wanted, always chosen, always gets what she wants, everything's working in my favor. If he doesn't text me, then I'm assuming, oh, well, he's busy. I'm assuming he's at work. I'm assuming he's thinking about me. I'm assuming he's about to text me. Even the moment that a lot of times now, because I'm coming from that, and I'm coming from, of course, if he can text me, he will, then as soon as I start even realizing like, oh, it's been a minute, he didn't text me back, he'll text me, because I'm not attached. I'm not coming from that state anymore. So who you're being, like, this is the thing, you guys, it's so deep, because we want to change things in 3D so that we can change who we're being, right? We want to say, okay, what I need is for my SP to text me all day, every single day, and that way I can be secure, right? But that's not going to make you secure. You'll just have some other something that will be your reason for being insecure. So who you're being, who you're identifying as, your self-concept, who am I, right? And this comes from taking the focus and the blame and everything from what they're doing, and allowing that to make decisions about who you are, and bringing it back to who do I want to be, right? Who am I embodying, right? So how to live in the new identity of ourselves is to first become aware of who this new identity is. And even in my opinion, it's important to become aware of the old identity as well, so that when it pops up, you can recognize it as the old story, as the old identity, right? When you don't recognize it, you think that that's just what it is, right? If I don't recognize that, oh wow, I'm feeling unwanted, I'm feeling, whatever, when he doesn't text me, in my mind, it's his fault that I'm upset because he should have just texted me, right? It has nothing to do with me, it has everything to do with him, right? Which is not going to change things for me, because I'm continuing to stay in the identity. So instead, it's in that moment where I say, oh my God, he's not texting me. And I realize, what is my thought process about that? Right? Is the thought process that I'm having, the action that I'm about to take, the whatever I'm about to do, is that coming from the version of myself who is who I want to be, or the version of myself who I've been being, right? That's creating all of this. It's literally a moment by moment thing of observing yourself, observing your actions, observing your thoughts, and making sure that you're coming from the new state, right? Okay, you guys, I am about to go to the park, but I want to read the rest of these. So I'm going to answer like 2 or 3 more questions, and then that's it. So let me see. I'm pretending that makes sense. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretending that makes sense, Karina. How do you stop negative thoughts while affirming? I can't stop thinking against my affirmations. Okay, Diamante, this is a great question as well. I would absolutely say to try subliminals instead, because subliminals are going past your conscious mind. So when you're affirming, right, you're affirming, but you're affirming with your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is your observant mind, okay? So your conscious mind is your thinker. It's like, it's logical, right? Your conscious mind is the masculine, subconscious is feminine. Subconscious mind accepts whatever you say. Whatever you say, subconscious is like, okay. Your conscious mind is going to take it and say, oh, I don't know. Are you sure about that? That doesn't really make sense. Well, that doesn't jive with what's been happening. I don't really know about that. Like, are you sure? I don't know. No, really, this is what it is, right? So you're kind of like, when you're going with your subconscious, you're bypassing that questioning part of your brain. So I highly suggest, when you're having trouble using your conscious mind to manifest, use your subconscious mind. And that looks like using subliminals, using sleep tape affirmations, using things that you're not aware of, but still are impressing your mind, right? Also, the reason why your affirmations are you're having so much trouble is I can guarantee that whatever you're affirming goes against what your self-concept is, okay? So again, let's take the girl I was talking about earlier who's, you know, manifesting being spoiled by her SP, right? And she's affirming like, oh, my SP treats me like a princess. My, you know, my SP does everything for me. But she also has a belief, like her self-concept is, I'm never taken care of. You know, I'm a burden to others, right? So her self-concept is going to express, like she might be saying these new things, but her self-concept and the way that she really feels about herself is the part that's like, but that doesn't make any sense. It's a mix match, right? I'm never taken care of, and being spoiled like a princess is completely two opposite things. So that can cause a lot of that resistance as well. But that's why I say go in and obviously work on your self-concept. I'm always going to tell you guys that, but you know, if you don't want to do that, then go the backdoor route, which is going directly to the subconscious by doing, you know, subliminals and sleep affirmations, okay? All right. How often should I affirm, though? Every morning? Okay, this is another great question, Ivy. Affirm as often as you can, depending, right? This really, really depends. Okay, here's the thing about affirming. The most important thing is that you're consistently doing it, okay? So if I say, okay, affirm all day, every single day, and that's not like doable for you, you might affirm all day tomorrow and then never affirm for another week. You know what I'm saying? So find what is best for you, but the more that you affirm, the more that you affirm, the quicker that you saturate your mind, okay? So however, like, affirm in the morning, affirm at night. But if you are finding that you are somebody who is kind of stewing in the old story all day long, then you should be robotic affirming, right? You should be aware of that. Okay, all day long I'm thinking against myself. So why not be in control of that and think for myself, right? All day long, right? So, but the more that you affirm, the more that you're saturating your mind. So affirm as much as you can, but also just be aware how much is doable for me to do every single day. If that's 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night, then do that, right? But it's most important that you stick to it rather than that you just hammer in a whole bunch of shit every blue moon and then go back to the old story for the rest of the time, okay? When you revise, do you just imagine regularly or do you go into a meditation first? Natavia, it depends. So if it's something that I feel like is difficult, then I'll go into meditation, I'll go into sats. But most of the time I just retell the story. That's literally what I do. Like my way to revise, sometimes it's as short as, no, it's not. No, it didn't. No, that's not what happened. Or yes, it did. Yes, it was. Like just saying that. Sometimes I will just reimagine quickly, not even in sats, and just see it going differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you guys how I had burned my arm and I was taking out the oven. So I started to kind of like freak out a little bit because it was really hurting and it felt like I really like hurt myself. And I was like, no. Like, no, I didn't. Like, and I resaw I'm talking about a few seconds. I saw myself take it out without burning myself. That was it. Like, it's that simple, you guys. Like, just reimagine it as if it had happened the way that you wanted it to happen, right? And another thing too, like I said, is I will imagine past that event as well. Like one time I had revised my air conditioner. Like my air conditioner had been broke. So my SP had to drive all the way to me and like leave work and try and help me and this and that and all this shit. And so when I revised it, I revised that he never came. I revised that I just kept driving. I revised that my day went as if it never happened, right? So what if it never happened? How would your day have looked? That's the way that I kind of see it, okay? I liked your video this morning, but could you please really go into the no contact situation? I know you say it's ideal, but you are kind of aware that, well, y'all don't talk. Okay, thank you for saying that, Jacarius. Jacarius, you always ask the question that I can't remember that I'm wanting to answer, okay? So what I meant by that is that when you are in contact, let's say you're in contact with somebody and they're giving you very like hot and cold behavior, or they're kind of like, you know, they show up and they're not showing up as the version that you want, right? So you're seeing them. You know what I'm saying? They're reconfirming every time you talk to them. They're reconfirming that this is who I am. every time you talk to them and they show up and they have an attitude or they're rude or they're fucking asshole, you're like, oh, this is reconfirming your story, right? When you don't see somebody, like when you're not seeing somebody, you don't know what they could be doing, right? And usually our mind goes to, well, you know, they're doing this or doing that, something horrible, right? But they could be working on themselves. They could be having their own spiritual awakening, right? Which has happened, right? I've manifested people to have a spiritual awakening, right? Because I wasn't in contact. Now, if I was with this person every day and I'm seeing them in their lower state, it's a little bit harder, right? To know that. For me, like what a big trigger was for me was talking to my SP. And hearing him confirm the old story, confirm the old state, you know, the times when I was able to take time away from him and just focus, right? Then I'm able to rewrite the story. Like, let's say you guys were manifesting me to dye my hair, right? But you're watching my live every single day, right? And you're seeing her hair's not dyed, her hair's still not dyed, her hair's still not dyed. All it is reinforcing the old story, right? It's reinforcing what you already know to be true. If you if you said, you know, I'm gonna manifest her the next time I see her, you know, for her hair to be dyed, and you stop watching my videos for a couple weeks, and then you come back and my hair's dyed, like it's much easier in those couple weeks to persist in your story than it is if you're seeing evidence. Okay, so I'm saying that to say, like, obviously nobody wants to be in no contact with their SP, but I'm telling you this to lessen your resistance and to take anything and use it to your advantage, okay? Use everything to your advantage. While you're in no contact, rewrite who they are, that when they show up, this is exactly how they're showing up, okay? They're showing up as this new version. I'm intending that makes sense, okay? Hi, Art, everything simple. I've been here, girl. I've been here like every day. Aw, Kai Lizzle. I'm sorry to hear that. I love that, Fakri. I believe it's going to work, and it is. Can I explain detaching? Can you explain detachment again? This person said, I'm contributing to animal abuse. I'm sorry, y'all. Just be crazy shit. Okay, detachment. Detachment can be a state of not caring whether it comes or not, but detachment can also be a state of like, I don't need to continue to make this happen. I know that it's going to happen. I know that it has happened, right? Let's see. Oh, I love that, Yara. She says, I had success with revision. I revised my beautiful little niece's eyesight. The doctor said that maybe she will need glasses. After a week, I heard that he said that her eyes are perfectly fine. What I imagined. I love that. Hi, Barbie. How do I manifest changes to my health? Though I'm healthy now, sometimes I don't feel well. AAA, I have a health video. Like, I have a whole video talking about that. How do I ignore this? Yeah, definitely AAA, check out the health video. It's not that far back in my videos. It's like, but that I answer all those questions in there, okay? All right. Did you have any anxiety when you first started your YouTube channel? Oh my gosh, literally, yes, I did, Infinite Universe. Because believe it or not, you guys, I actually was a very shy person, like growing up. I won't even say I'm shy now, because I'm not shy now. After being a server for so long, I had to get out of being shy and be comfortable with people, and even this channel as well. Like, but I was so nervous. Like, I literally, you guys, like, I was like, I can't start my channel until I know how to do my makeup, because I didn't know how to do my makeup, like, at all. I was like, I have to be able to do this, and I have to have the perfect camera and all these things. And all of that was just resistance and, like, you know, feeling not good enough, feeling afraid of being judged, feeling all of those kinds of things. But to be honest, I just did it anyway. Like, you guys can go back and watch my first videos. I was about to say they're cringy, but they're not. You know, I won't even say that, because myself at that time was doing her best. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was scared. But the thing is about being afraid is that you just have to do it anyway. You know, if it means that much to you. 5 months, then give up, Mel. Give up, and I'm not saying give up on your desire, but I'm saying give up on trying to manifest it, and just come into the state of taking care of yourself, okay? Yes, Victor. Yes, it's simple, Victor. Like I promise y'all, I'm not lying to you guys. I am not. I was about to say I'm not some type of sorcerer with magic, but I kind of am. But we all are. Like I'm telling you guys, revision is so simple. Stop trying to understand it and just imagine. That's it. So, how often should one do a reality shifting meditation? Hi, Alex. I would say probably do that every day. Like, I mean, it depends. What you're looking for, you guys, is a shift within yourself. Okay, so if you do the meditation, you feel the shift within yourself, then ride the wave of that shift. Okay, so that's it. Like, just. But if it feels like it didn't work or you're feeling like the same, then do it. Like, gauge based on your feelings, you guys. Okay. So I think that's really it, you guys. Let me see. Cha-cha. As I was typing, I was like, girl, what debt are you in? You're rich, you're debt free. I don't even need to figure it out. Going back to that awareness, I gotta trust. Absolutely, Cha-cha. I'm so happy for you. But yes, Victor, I'm glad that you're seeing this. Yara, thank you for talking to him about that. Hi, Olivia. SP and I have been in contact recently. Should I get back into affirming and persisting? I had taken a break from being overwhelmed with no contact. Well, Divine Mystic Tarot, think about what's working right now, right? I would say maybe like it depends on how you're feeling. Like it depends, like when you're talking, are you feeling good about it? Are you feeling like things are going well? Or are you feeling triggered, right? But I would just like amplify what's going on. Don't go back into desperation because you're seeing that that didn't work for you. You're seeing what worked for you was taking a break, right? So kind of try and stay in the energy of ease, okay, you guys? Um, Thank you. Beautiful response. I've watched so many LOA coaches. You are one of two I watch now because you're both in a higher level consciously. Thank you, Infinite Universe. I appreciate you. Hi, Silver King. Because there's this damn dude, Joseph Ally, and some that say imagine and drop it. Okay, there is power in imagining and dropping it, right? Because when you imagine and drop it, you're not allowing resistance back. You're saying, like, think about it, you guys. If okay, I'll say this and then I'll go. But if you order something, if you order a pizza from Pizza Hut, you're not going to call them every 5 minutes like, hey, did you get that pizza order? Hey, it's been about 10 minutes now. Nobody's come through yet. Hey, it's been about 20 minutes. I haven't seen anybody. Even if it got to an hour, right? You're not going to think, oh, my pizza's not coming. You're going to think that, oh, well, something, something's going on, whatever. So you know that you placed your order. You have faith that you placed your order, right? Let me just say this, you guys. There are two different ways of manifesting, right? There is a less resistant way of just trusting the process and trust that's unfolding, and there's a forceful way of affirm. You have to decide which state you're in, because not everybody is in the consciousness or in the consciousness or in the state to just say that, oh, this is going to happen and forget about it. What a lot of people have trouble with, that why people prefer affirming, is because they can imagine it, but they don't drop it. They imagine it and then they go back to their old story, right? Their mind is not disciplined in staying on that, right? So when you're affirming, it's keeping your mind centered, right? Meditate on the word of the Lord day and night, right? Meditate on what you're thinking day and night, and that is also going to get it. So it both works, you guys. You just have to see what works for you, okay? Elnor's Aura, I love your name. Let's see. How do you revise a chronic condition since childhood and avoid needing a transplant? Hard to follow the 3D transplant list and stay in the end of being perfectly healthy. C-Man, first of all, go watch my health video because I talk about all that on there. But how to revise, you guys, I'm going to say this and then I'm really for real going to get off, okay? How to revise, y'all, listen to me. All it is the moment that whatever appeared happened. Go back to that moment mentally. So you have this chronic disorder. Go back to the moment that they told you have that, and see them saying, no, you don't. See them saying, You're perfectly fine. You're healthy. See your life when you have a chronic disorder that has affected things. Let's say you weren't able to play sports because of your disorder. See yourself playing sports. See yourself doing other things, right? I understand that in your physical condition, it's hard to say, oh, I'm not sick, when you're totally like sick and you have like tubes coming out and all this stuff. But what you're doing is not anything to do with the 3D. You're doing everything mentally, okay? You're doing everything mentally. So listen, you guys, this is what manifestation is. You have to, okay? I never tell you guys you have to do anything because I really believe in everybody having their own way. But when I tell you this, listen, you have to be able to take your attention from what is there and put it on what you want. It's the only way, you guys. You cannot dwell in what you are going on, what's going on. Talk about it all day. Identify about it all day. Feel like that all day long and do nothing to occupy the other thing and wonder why it's not working. It does not work itself, okay? You have to work it. You got to work the law. You got to make it work. You got to change your mind, okay? You're amazing and appreciated. You're amazing and appreciated, Silver King. The energy of ease. Yes, divine mystic. So for the moment, just believe we'll be talking again, apart from doing techniques. Yes. Sometimes I be getting down because I just wanted to do, right? Do is the energy of I'm not worthy to receive. I have to make things happen. Think of yourself as a princess or a prince, you guys. I've been talking with my clients about this. Think about yourself as a prince or a princess. They don't wake up and do shit. They don't even dress themselves. They wake up and every single need, want, anything is met for them, okay? Tell us a story of something you struggled manifesting and how you got what you wanted eventually. Oh, I could tell you so many. Will this live be saved? Yes, it will be, Diamante. How to have an inner conversation with SP mentally. Okay, these are the last two questions I'm going to answer. Let me answer yours first, Ivy, because it's more simple. How to have an inner conversation with SP mentally. It's like, y'all, listen, it's simple. The same way that you hear in your head when you're going to work, oh my God, like I can already hear my boss telling me, oh my gosh, Ivy, you're 5 minutes late. I'm tired of this behavior. Just the same way that you can hear that. You can hear your SP's voice. You can hear him telling you, baby, you are so gorgeous. You're everything. You're everything that I want. Oh my gosh, baby, you look amazing. Baby, how could I ever leave you? You're just the best thing ever. It's the same thing. You guys, listen. It's pretend, okay? You're playing pretend. What if it was, right? And you're just playing that out, okay? I will tell you guys about something manifesting and how I got what I wanted eventually. And I'll actually use Manuel as a example, right? Because let me tell you something, you guys. Like, my channel right now, it's been growing more than it ever has. And I've had this channel for a long time. I hadn't been consistent with it, but I had done everything one could do. I had affirmed, I did subliminals, I did, sleep tap, I did scripting, I did everything that I could do, okay, to manifest this. And nothing changed until I changed the way that I felt about myself. Same thing with the SP. I did every single technique, everything, nothing changed. I mean, I won't say nothing changed. Some things changed. Even with my channel, actually, some things changed, right? But the times when I got real change was when I started identifying as a different version of myself, right? I started identifying as a different version of myself, okay? So what happened was I started to tell myself I'm an icon. I'm an icon in the manifestation community, right? I started talking and I took on that identity that I'm the best. Because the thing is, you guys, I've always had faith in my ability. I've always known that I'm really good at what I do because I watch content too, you guys, and I see how, not trying to talk down on other people, but I won't say they don't know what they're talking about, but they don't know how to elaborate on it, right? They only know this. They're basically just saying what's been said over and over again, right? But they're not able to talk to you guys and penetrate and get in, and understand where y'all are coming from. You know what I'm saying? So I always had faith in myself as a teacher, but I didn't have faith in being magnetic to draw people in. Like before you guys, my lives would have no people. I would have nobody on my live. Maybe like 1 or 2 people, like if I was in the double digits, I was like, oh, wow, like this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So it can happen, but it happens with persistence. It's like I told you guys in videos ago, y'all know how many times I almost deleted this whole channel? Like, there's no reason for me to have this channel. Nobody cares. Like, it's, you know, it's never going to do anything. I've been trying for so long, it's not working, but I persisted. And now my channel is growing every single day, you know? So, and I'm able to be here and talk to you guys and all this other kind of stuff. So I love you guys. You have been here, Jacarius. You were one of the, like, one of two that was here. So, but yes, you guys, this is why I harp so much on I will not skip self-concept, you guys, because when I look at my own life and the things that I struggled with, that was the difference. And the people that are applying it literally every day, you guys, I'm seeing comments when they're applying what I'm telling them. Oh my God, now I got a text. Oh my God, we've been in no contact. Now we're contacted. Oh my God, I've been feeling terrible. Now I'm focused on self-concept and I feel much better. Like, it's just, it is, you guys. Who you're being will always express, right? Who you're being will always express. So go right there, okay? So I love you guys so much. I'm so glad you found me too, Caramel Popcorn. Irina, I already love you. Oh, I love you too. I'm struggling with fear of success about the reality I'm seeing in the world and in my country. Do you have any advice that is not ignore? Okay, so you don't have to ignore it, right? You just have to know that you are the molder. You are the person that decides, okay? You are the person that decides. So even though it looks like this, it's like I always say, you guys, just because it's night doesn't mean the day is not coming, right? That's how you look at your current 3D. Just because it's this, it doesn't mean that what I want is not about to happen, right? So that's a way to do that. But I love you guys so, so much. Rebecca, just revise. Yara, I love you, Yara. I love you guys so much. Like the video, comment on the video, share the video if you think that it will help. You guys can even ask me more questions and give me some more topics that you guys want me to cover on here. But honestly, you guys, look at my playlist, you guys. I have made videos on every fucking thing that there's to make. Like, honestly, I promise you. So if you find something that I haven't, then I'll be happy to make a video for you on it. But other than that, email coaching is available. One-on-one coaching is available. If you guys want to join my SP group, we're going to be focusing on self-concept, revision, getting into the end state of reception and knowing that your desire is yours. Then go ahead and send me an email and I can send you more details on that. I'm about to go on my walk before it gets dark here, but I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys soon.